Hello and welcome into the 2022 Heart of America Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball Media Day. My name is Jillian Carroll. I'm the host of Good Day Kansas on KSN-TV out of Wichita. But today, sharing with you and some of the coaches just the preview of the season. So I'm very excited to be with University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy in St. Louis. This is head coach of men's volleyball, Chris Frankenfield. Coach, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me, Jillian. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the opportunity to learn a little bit about, how the program's going. So, quickly, crash course is what you're kind of going through right now, right? You're brand spanking new with the program. How are things going, and are you feeling ready for season?
So far, things are going great. We are undefeated so far this season, which is awesome, right? Haven't played a match yet. I love that joke. Yeah, I am the new guy here. A lot of learning curves going on. The kids are excited. We're doing more this year than they've ever done in the past, which is great. I feel like what I have is ready, but I know I have a very, very difficult conference to face here. So.
Yeah, we've been talking about just the quality of the Heart Conference and just the competitive nature. But, UHSP is definitely right in there. Tell us a little bit about how practices have been going so far.
Practice has been going well. I have a disadvantage. I've only got 8 guys right now. It's kind of just the hand I was dealt. So we'll make the most of what we have. I have to be very creative in what we do. We have a difficult time. We can't even scrimmage because I don't have enough guys. And we try to make it as game speed as possible with what we have, but it's just very, very difficult with that few guys. So what we're looking for is to improve upon that. Obviously for next year, I'm recruiting heavily, making that best I can. But like you said, practice, it's difficult to make it game speed for us right now.
Yeah. You're a unique school with a unique setting. Share with us a little bit about St. Louis and kind of your location.
Well, we are in the Central West End, also known as Midtown, and we are in the heart of the medical district. So we are surrounded by Children's Hospital, Barnes Jewish, a Shriners Hospital, a nursing school, WashU Med, WashU Biomed. We're surrounded by all those guys. So it's a great place if your kid wants to go into the medical field, a medical path of some type, whether it's pharmacy or physical therapy, nursing, exercise science, all those kind of things, become a doctor. So my students are way smarter than I am. I would not have survived here back in the day when I was in college. But as far as the area of the town goes in, it's a beautiful part of town. We're right next to Forest Park. There's a lot going on as far as entertainment, restaurants, those kind of things right nearby too.
Yeah, the campus is certainly cool. And I understand you have a pretty new facility that you'll be playing in, don't you?
We are. We probably have the gym of the conference as far as the gymnasium goes. When I say gym, GEM, because it's a really, really beautiful building. I think it's 5 years old, maybe less, 6 maybe. I don't know, somewhere in there. It's a beautiful building. It has a lot of charm, facilities. It's high tech. It's amazing what we have here.
Yeah, very cool. And, we were chatting with Coach Young over at Missouri Baptist just about St. Louis, just about the youth programs in St. Louis. Has that been, or will that be, do you foresee it being part of your regular recruiting, kind of moving forward, just being right there in St. Louis?
Yeah, St. Louis is always, so I actually was a part of the youth, then building up the programs here in St. Louis. I was coaching high school for 30 years. Way back when we only had about 8 teams in the high school area. So I was doing that in the early 90s, and it's really, really grown. So it is a small area of men's volleyball, but we have a lot of quality that comes out of St. Louis. So I do have 3 or 4 boys from the St. Louis area that played club ball, that were high-end experience, and they're making a difference out there. But like I said, I have 8, which is not enough. So I definitely am recruiting hard here in St. Louis to try and get some of the kids that are local. It's still difficult because, again, like I said, the niche is a medical path.
Sure.
You get really smart, high expectations. The academics is rigorous here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also coast to coast, also looking for kids that might want to go to the medical field.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned a little bit about it, but share with us a little bit about your experience as playing and coaching.
So I did not play high school or college volleyball. I learned it from a gentleman. Eric Fabian was his name. I remember him specifically. He was from Florida, and he had played, and we were in college and started experiencing the game of volleyball then. And then before I was out of college, I started playing a lot of 2-man tournaments.
Oh, cool.
in the Midwest region, grass tournaments, beach tournaments, whatever I could find. And then once I finally graduated, I started coaching in high school. First year I was a freshman coach, second year I was the JV coach, third year I was a varsity coach. And I was a varsity coach from there on out for 30 years. I did some club volleyball also. I actually played a lot of men's sixes and traveled around in the Midwest, a club by the name of Team Peppercini, which I think about 25 years later, they're still going.
Wow.
It's a good time. So I keep in touch with those guys. But at 53, I've decided I've had enough. And so I just coach it, don't play it anymore.
Well, it's got to be cool for you to see the opportunity for men's volleyball now, specifically, firsthand in the Heart, which is one of the highest quality conferences. Let's talk a little bit about your goals for the season. Obviously, you've got to be a little realistic. You understand, and you dealt. But what are your goals for the team this year?
Well, I think there's some matches out there that we can definitely compete in. We're not going to set the world on fire in our conference because it is a very, very tough conference. The preseason polls just came out today. Shwoo, this is going to be difficult. But we are going to have a never say die attitude. I've already talked to the kids in our first practice speech about we will never give up. It will be very frustrating. You will get frustrated at some point in time throughout the season, and then how you handle that will determine how the rest of the season goes for you as an individual, but also how that's going to affect the team as we move forward from your point of frustration. Because we're going to be up against teams that are bigger. They have more players. They can rotate guys in and out. And then obviously teams that are much more well experienced and have done more things out there in the volleyball world than we have. So we know it's an uphill battle. And I think in the past, they've had to deal with that frustration already, but me coming in, we're going to try to make it as positive as possible and a great experience as possible for these guys. And then hope that will carry on to the future and beyond just the volleyball season. So.
Yeah, it's the right attitude to have moving forward. So January 21st is when things kick off. Between now and then, kind of walk us through, what are you working on? What are you focusing on? And what are your goals for that match?
Well, the 21st is actually just going to be a scrimmage against the Missouri Baptist JV team, which is helpful for us because, like I said, we can't scrimmage in practice. We don't have enough guys there. So that'll be good. I project as the season goes on, we will get better because in practice, you can never simulate game speed. And so I'm assuming as the season goes on, we will get better at that because we'll have played matches, right, at game speed. And even though there'll be uphill battle, we will learn and grow from that. We play Missouri Baptist first, then they're varsity the next Tuesday. And so we'll see where it heads. They're ranked number 4. So we definitely know we can't afford any mistakes. I think what we're going to really focus on is limiting our mistakes as much as we can. If a team beats us because they're better than us, that's great. That's fine. That's the way it goes in athletics, but we just don't want to beat ourselves.
Yeah. Who are some of the key leaders that will be on the court making a big impact?
I have a great setter. His name's Cole Kwiatkowski. He's a junior. He played club ball in the area. He does a great job. He's limited in his height, but he's phenomenal as far as his work ethic. And then he does an excellent job as his decision-making running our offense. Another kid his name is Alex Whitesides. He's a junior, also in the middle at 6'7". He makes a great impact on the court. The other teams have to go away from him because he definitely can control the net when he gets a chance, gets the opportunity, offensively and defensively. I believe he was even newcomer of the year his freshman year. Maybe it was last year as we were the first time the school was in the conference. So I'm not sure how that went, but and then I have another young man, Marcus Parker, who's a sophomore, is a phenomenal athlete, very, very quick, and he influences the game quite a bit. The issue is, can we pass the ball well enough that we have to run a great offense to see if we can get those two guys in play a lot? They both play middle. Our newcomer, he's not really a newcomer, he's a sophomore this year. Last year was his first year at a very high level of volleyball, and he's worked really, really hard, and that's Chris Moore. We'll see what he does out there also. I'm hoping those 3 guys, and we got other kids out there. My libero does a great job. My other pin hitter does a great job. But I think those 3 guys will make a difference. If they play well, we will play well. If they don't, we'll struggle.
I see. Well, we are wishing you the best of luck
you.
in this journey that you are about to embark on. We appreciate your time today, Coach. Thank you, and very best of luck this year.
All right. Thank you, Jillian.